Alright folks, we're going to show off a little DIY home camo job. Did this actually during 4th of July, just now got a chance to do some filming of it. While I'm going through this, I'm also going to talk about the process of going through and actually getting the camo job done on your rifle. The first thing you want to do is you want to degrease it. You can use degreaser. I personally use rubbing alcohol. Get you a washcloth, dip it in rubbing alcohol, take out the parts that you're going to paint, get off as much grime, grit, even if you don't think any's there. Trust me, there will be some. Secondly, is you're going to want to start taping off parts. I taped off my butt pad. I took out the bolt completely. As you can see, areas where there's adjustment areas, such as your zoom setting, your focus, the end cap, you're going to want to do that. You don't want paint to gum up anything. Here on the side, I had these all taped off. I used newspaper to tape off the inside of the action. Had back here taped off. Then as far as the barrel goes, I actually used a foam earplug like you would use at the range. Stuffed it in there and taped off. As far as the paint goes, this is a rattle can. This is it's not Krylon. I remember rustoleum camo. They had a sand color, I guess kind of like Magpul's foliage green, a really light grayish green, and then a brown. That's what I used. And then for the stencils, to get that leaf pattern, the grass, some more leaves up here. I actually used the this natural grass up here. It's really weird. It looks gray, but in reality, it's kind of dark. It's kind of weird how the camera's picking that up. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to start off with your lightest base coat. So I use this tannish sand, beige, whatever you want to call it. Went over that. Completely cover the rifle with it. The best thing to do is actually to hang the rifle. If you can use your fence, then get like some sort of stake that you can use. I use yarn, like a really thick yarn, to tie it up. I used coat hangers that I cut and placed through the sling swivel mounts. Use those. Some more of the stenciling done there. Here was covered up, and I touched it up with a just a paintbrush, but after looking back on it, I should have just sprayed it. Just covered that tiny little hole. Then from there, go over with a couple splotches of different, the different colors after it's dried. It took me a whole entire day to do it. Some people say, oh, it only takes 15 minutes to let coat dry. I waited half an hour, at least, to make sure it really dried and set in, and then went on from there. If you're wanting to get the brown to show through, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to spray. After you get your base coat down, you're going to want to spray some brown down. Then you're going to take whatever stencil, whether you use leaves or grass, place that over, and then hit it with a lighter color, such as the green or the tan. That's how I achieved that. You could also use like a cutout stencil. I'm sure Hobby Lobby or Michael's has some. There's some good of the green leaves that I used. Overall, it's a really easy job. I mean, it's just really taking your time. This is my first ever DIY rattle can job. This all here was touched up with paintbrush. Came out a lot better. I used the green instead of the sand color that I used on the other side. It's just a fun little project to do if you have the time for it. Now with this Rust-Oleum, it will wear off eventually. It is not a Duracoat, but it's a lot cheaper. I was able to buy 3 cans of paint for, I think, $16, which is great. Pretty much every household has rubbing alcohol, so that's no problem right there. And it makes the rifle look cool. It's just a fun little project to do. And hope y'all enjoy it, and hopefully my directions were pretty simple and y'all could follow it.